Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of
The English Couple.
The Couple of Scrumpies.
Yeah.
Because we've told you many times at least in the last episode, and I can't remember before that, about our apple tree.
Oh, have we got an apple tree?
Yeah, did you not know?
I think we've got an apple tree.
Yeah, so we're going to do a number of things that are all apple related today, which will be exciting. But also, we've got some other news to tell people.
We do, from inside here.
Yes, something is growing.
Exciting.
So we're very excited about that. And of course, we'll visit over at the veg patch and see how the things that we planted last time are doing. Are they surviving? But meanwhile, in this episode, so are you excited?
Very.
I think we're going to have a good time because we've bought something.
We did.
And of course, we're hoping that it'll turn up in time for what we want to do.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm a bit thirsty.
Yes, me too.
Shall we have a cuppa?
I think the kettle's calling.
Yes. Today's task is to build a ladder. We're very keen to get the apples, you saw them in the last episode, from the apple tree before they all just drop to the ground and then we have nothing.
Yeah. There'll be too much windfall, not enough harvest.
And we've got a plan for those apples, and we've mentioned it before, I'm sure, and that is it would be great to juice them, turn them into apple juice, and potentially, at some point, maybe some cider.
Oh yes, cider.
Nice bit of cider.
Likes a bit of cider, don't I?
Yeah, sitting on the land, having a bit of cider. Now, we don't really know how it's going to work, but we're going to build a ladder. An old farm utility ladder. I have a book from
You have a book?
ancient times and it showed us how to do it. We also have wood. So rather than buying anything and borrowing something, we're going to want to do this year after year. If we can make something, it'll make the
better.
difference.
Yeah.
And then we've also bought something which is coming very soon. Hopefully we'll be able to show it to you. What is it, Julia?
An apple press.
One of them.
Looks like a little barrel with the screw top thing.
Yeah. So if anybody gets under my feet, I'll put their head in it and see if there's brain juice in there.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
You'll have to catch him first.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is quite speedy.
Thankfully.
So, yeah, going to get on with that. So it's a bit more building, bit more stripping. Da-dum-dum.
Wrong kind.
Oh yeah, the bark.
That's for me.
Oh yeah. And we'll show you what it's like when we've done it. Right. Thank you. Right, the moment of truth. I have nailed and some screwed the rungs together. I need to support them a bit more with another load of screws on the sides, but never mind all that, because we want to see if it works. So, here we go. Here is a ladder. An ordinary ladder.
Wait.
It's 11 foot tall. I measured it. And I've yet to make the stay, which for the moment is just going to be this. And we're going to lower that down on somehow.
Up a bit higher.
Yeah, up a bit higher.
There.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Does that look straight? I don't know. Yeah. And we have a willing volunteer.
I'm going to support it.
Very excited
Go on then. Ready?
to see what happens. There's
Gently.
no parachute and there is no net.
Oh, don't forget, there's a missing rung.
Oh yes, I've got one more rung to find. So the idea, of course, is that we put this under the tree, we send the boy up with a basket, and he picks all the onions.
Either that, or we
Or
just let
apples.
him ram the trunk and we have a big
Yeah.
blanket.
What can you
held
see up
between
there,
hands
Joe?
underneath.
Well, I can see the hut over there. Of course, the vegetable patch.
Well done.
The next question is, are you going to have a go?
Me?
Hmm,
Yeah, I think I will.
right.
Oh my God!
I'll
on then,
come and
sweetie,
support
down
you.
come.
Mum, you should see the top of the trees. I
Yeah.
can see the top of
I'll
the
have a look in a minute. Right, ready?
Oh my gosh.
I did it as well,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
knew it wasn't there. Oh,
Oh my gosh, be careful, Mum.
yeah.
We've got to know if it's going to support her weight and then my weight.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Off you go then.
Oh,
You going
to the top.
Go a bit further.
Mum, can you see the top of the trees?
Ta-da!
Any
Can
higher?
you see the tops of the
Yep.
trees?
The key is to put your
Oh my
feet nearer
gosh.
where the nails are. That's it. Wide.
Just that side is a bit unbalanced.
Oh dear, sorry about that.
That's all right. You can feel it leaning.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, if we have an emergency, somebody will ring
Aha!
the appropriate number. Well, that's brilliant.
That's very good. I like that.
Me?
Ta-da!
So,
Now let's
but I think
Marvellous.
obviously that's got to be fixed. But I think we need to
Do you want to have a go?
probably have 2 stays,
Yeah.
like a step ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Are you going to have a go? Let me just make sure that's
Your turn, right?
that's
Oh, I
a bit
see what
better.
you mean. It's on the wonk.
It is.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I did.
We
I did.
told you already. We told you.
Thank you, Joe.
That's all right,
Here we
Jojo.
go. Are you ready?
Yep, I got you.
That's-
Yeah, we've all done it now. Missing wrong. Ain't
Blimey.
nothing wrong with that.
Are you all right?
Yep, all good.
Gosh, pick.
Can you see the
Drop.
tops of the
Pick.
trees?
Now, I don't like heights, so,
No.
but climbing one's own ladder,
Oh.
goodness.
Never mind blowing one's own trumpet.
Never
Blown-
mind.
He's blown his own ladder.
Let me
Blowing?
try one more.
Fine.
Go on then, you go up one more time. So we know now,
Oh,
in order to keep him quiet,
I didn't. I didn't.
we need to
propose.
make a climbing frame.
Yes.
But that's only got nails in at the moment, and I think I need to put in
Okay,
some
shush me,
screws
Bella.
just to support them because they'll just revolve round and round and round and be a bit dangerous. Yes.
I didn't step on air. I just stepped over.
You remembered this time, did you? Well
Yeah.
done.
Well done.
Do you guys want to remember to do it?
Yeah, maybe
Fantastic.
we will next time. Well,
Gosh.
next time we climb it, hopefully there'll be another rung on there.
So there we go. This is something for your tights, isn't it? Well, we've made a ladder. We've tested the ladder with little Joe, and we've made a brace, as you can see, in which our volunteer has gone up and tested it for us. But the real test is bringing it to the tree, because that's the whole purpose, to see if we can get it reasonably high to pick some apples. But that tree goes up really, really high. So what we're going to need is some sort of apple picker as well, beyond the apple, because that ladder is only 11 foot, and I reckon that's about 25 foot.
There you go.
I'm gonna die. Thank
I reckon we'll aim to pick those apples because we can't reach them
Yep.
with our ladder.
I can hop
so
on
if
Joe's
we
shoulders.
put the ladder here
Well,
Yep.
and the brace here, we should do it.
Yep.
I'll. What do you want to bring? The ladder?
I'll get the ladder, because I'm right here.
Yeah.
Mum.
Hang on, Joe. Is it working, Julia?
It seems to be working.
I landed on Joe's head.
Even the apple was able to use the ladder.
That's so funny.
Here, I am lacking a bucket though,
Yes.
Hold up.
or something.
Hold up. Be very careful, Mum.
Actually got a branch with that one.
Well, there you go. How about that? Apples, ladder. We have Gosh, we
Pockets
did that.
full of apples I've
Yeah,
got.
amazing. And look at the size of them, they're lovely. So that is just one day's work coming up here. We had a plan, didn't we?
We did.
We were going to make a ladder, and we had seen it, as we said at the beginning, in an old farming book. And wide at the bottom, more narrow at the top. Wide so it splays out. And there's little Joe, can you just see him? Stand on tippy toes. Oh, you are. Climb up the ladder and wave at us.
So we climb
The
the
ladder.
ladder very carefully.
Carefully.
Guess I would hold my
Yeah, we'll hold those, don't worry about that. And it's amazing what you can do. There he goes, look.
Steady.
Just be careful, don't rock it, because there's no safe health and safety on this video. And there he is, waving away, fantastic.
Fearless,
So what we
absolutely
do need, we need a bucket, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. And then we need somewhere to keep them, and hopefully, if the delivery has come, when we come back, it'll be in the same episode, but for us it'll be tomorrow, we should have a press, and we can start making some absolute, genuine, off the land apple juice, which would be amazing. It does feel secure, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's wobbly there. But yeah, there's a nice one. Coming down. But we still can't get those. We need a bigger ladder. Well, we've had our first delivery.
New arrival, yay!
The apple press has arrived and we're very excited.
And the bottles.
And the bottles, yes, because we can't make apple juice without bottles.
Well, you can, but it's a bit, you'd have to drink it all at once, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Now, if you've been wondering what these white plastic things are that you may have seen in some of the shots, these were actually on the site when we came here, and we've going to get rid of them because we don't want plastic here, but they've been useful, haven't they?
Yes, we've been using them as markers for things like baby oaks, as a dog rose, and for hazards and things. But so marking them for plants that we don't want to chop down just yet, and for hazards for when we're walking around. But we'll get rid of them soon.
Well, here they are. Shall we open them up and see what's inside?
Yes, please.
Cider and juice making.
Basic cider and juice making by Alex Hill.
This looks like the base.
Yep.
See, the thing about this is in order to send it through the post, and I guess to make it a bit cheaper, we have to assemble it ourselves. So,
That'll make it fun.
yeah, that's a job for you.
Oh.
I'll go and relax in the sun.
Righto, I've got a hammock.
So, that's them. What about the bottles? What do they look like, Julia?
Bottles. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Clear ones with
Tops on.
I don't know what you call that type
Stoppers?
of top. Yeah, the clip-on.
Yeah, brilliant.
Marvellous.
So how many of those? I think we've got six of
1, 2,
those.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So
Sure.
we can at least get going. This is really just a hobby crusher. In an ideal world, maybe next year when we've got more apples and we're doing it a bit serious, so we can have a bigger one with a big thing and get Joe running around on a wheel to, you know, to cause the motion to crush the thing. But in the meantime, oh look, it does come with a little bit
Oh,
of
it's got cheesecloth.
cheesecloth in there to
Yay.
strain everything.
Well, we've got plenty then.
So, right, I suppose we better build it, haven't we?
Let's.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Fabulous, eh? It's not quite there. We've got some other bits up here and other bits to do and a thingy across the top.
But we have already come up against a hiccup.
Yes. Sod's law, isn't it? We do want to pick these apples and we do want to crush them and we do...
Want to drink the juice?
Yeah, but...
Da, 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 da. Missing slat.
There's a missing slat. So I've been onto the company, rang them up. Very helpful. You know, obviously they can't just replace the whole unit, but they are going to send the missing slat. We thought we could just use another piece of a dowel or something, you know, a piece of a tree, because that's all we've got here.
But plenty of that. That's one thing we can do.
But it'd be too fat. And the press bit that goes down...
has to pass by.
Yeah.
So we'd have to make sure it's flush on the inside and out.
Yeah.
With all the other. So we could end up spending all day just trying to get, make a slat, a 25th slat.
We haven't got the tools here, so...
Instead of doing something else more productive.
So we're going to wait until it arrives. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's in this episode. If not, be the next one.
I wasn't entirely sure whether these were going to germinate or not. But the peas, 3 out of 4 peas, are coming up. So I'm really pleased with those peas. And the cabbage. Of all the cabbage I put in, was what, 15 something I think in there? There's something coming up. I don't know if it's a cabbage. I hope it is. It's roughly where I put one. Fingers crossed.
The pond is an ongoing project, but actually it's something to get one's teeth into when other things like the apple thing goes wrong, and you can get your frustration out by smashing up the earth. But I'm not quite sure how deep we're going to go, about 1.5 to 2 feet deep, something like that, with a little island in it. But you get so far and it's great. And then there's a layer of flint, because we are, a stone's throw, excuse the pun, of the South Downs. So this area is clay and still a bit of sand and flint, but not chalk. Anyway, better get back to it. During the digging of the pond, I found this little bottle here, all on its own. And this is a Victorian bottle by all accounts. I used to collect bottles when I was a kid, and they were similar to this, and it's got words on it. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but it says Salisbury beer. It's a tiny, tiny little thing. And I wonder whether that was for children or a sample or something. Would have had a cork, no doubt, in there. Tiny little bit of something. Who knows what was in there? Small beer, perhaps. Beautiful little thing. And it must have been used by somebody who worked in the field or at some point, and they just threw it away or got discarded. And it's interesting, isn't it? That would be over 100 years old. Oops, maybe more. It's a bit broken at the bottom. But it's just fascinating when you find these things and you think, golly, somebody else was here. And actually on this site, because it's a brow of a hill, it wouldn't surprise me that there wasn't an Iron Age or Bronze Age camp, perhaps a little small holding before, some couple of thousand years ago. So it's lovely to find these sort of things. They just stop you and make you think. Beautiful. Well, it's another day now in terms of our days. It's the same programme for you. You may remember earlier on we had a problem, did we not, Julia?
We did. There was a gap in the slats.
There was a slat missing. So we rang up the company. They said they would send one. But in the meantime, I nipped over to a wood yard and I explained the problem, and I said, you wouldn't have anything. And they said, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll sort something out. And they very kindly, this is Wemban Smith in Worthing. Thank you so much. They're
Top
very kind.
blokes.
Yeah. They said, is that all you want? Just a little bit like that? He said, we'll go and see what we can find. They went off, they had a look, and actually he cut to the same measurements, in fact 4 pieces.
Yeah, I guess it was an offcut that they weren't going to use otherwise, so
yeah.
There was no skin off their nose to just measure and
So
cut
thank you
them.
so much to them.
So we have 3 spares.
And I've screwed it on, so we are now set to go with that. However, we have another little issue, because we thought, ignorantly,
Yes.
that you just stick these in there, press it down and it did it.
Well, I thought we'd have to chop them and take the seeds out, but yeah, no. What we actually need to do,
Juggle them first.
juggle them
No.
and kind of pulp them.
Pulp them. So I've had an idea. I went into a shop and I found this great big bucket.
Ta-da!
And I thought, because we looked at all sorts of things, there are these things that you do this business and you shove them in the top and it comes out.
Oh yeah, the grinder. It's like a meat grinder, isn't it?
Yeah, for 4 apples and fruit. But I thought that's another 100 quid.
We have got a meat grinder at the house.
Yeah,
an
tiny,
old vintage one. Yeah,
tiny little thing.
in like half an apple at a time. No,
never
not
get
even
it
that.
through.
A quarter.
So we were some time ago
Gifted. Very
gifted
lovely sledgehammer.
never been used. So I've washed it, cleaned it, and I thought put the apples in here and smash them like this with a bit of protection over them so they don't get grubby, and that might work.
I think it will.
So, shall we give it a try? In
Yes.
here are the apples we picked the other day,
Yeah,
and I don't think we do need to do much more because they will be filtered.
but we will want to wash them.
Yes, so we'll wash them first.
So I'm going to transfer them into the big bucket, slosh some water in, give them a good old wash, and we'll get smashing. Let's get on. Don't want to bruise them.
So the point here is really, this is a little demo. This is just a demo because we're going to collect a lot more apples. So there's not very many in there, as you saw. But we'll be going back up that ladder and doing more. So we're going to give them a good old slosh. And then let's see if this principle works. Well done, they look nice and clean, don't they?
Fresh.
So, now, rather than just smash them, bang, 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 because I've got to be a bit careful.
Yeah.
I don't want to break the bucket. Can I give you that for a second?
You can.
Because I have got a little bit of the black plastic that we've used on here.
There.
Now, it's a little bit grubby on the outside, so I'm going to use the inside facing down.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that over.
Plop that in there like that.
I want to keep it as clean as possible. And
You
then,
have the honours.
let's see. Oops. If this process works.
Are they just pinging out from underneath?
See, we might need a bit of concrete or something under.
Yeah, something flat.
Have a look and see if they're smashed.
Oh,
They're getting there.
it is working.
I think it might be easier if that was fuller,
Yeah, I think
because
you're right.
there'd be more of them.
They'd be supporting each other and crushing against each other.
You have a go.
Okay, if I must.
So I think we've managed now to work out what you do, and we've assembled the bag and this,
And the spindle.
the spindle. So what we've got to do next is put the mashed up apples into the little bag, the muslin bag, and then we put
these blocks on top.
blocks which will press it down. Well, let's do that. As I say, this is really only a test version, so don't expect miracles.
I have to use a clean hand to go and scrape that out.
Some of it's
Slipped out.
slipped out, but that would be all right for our test. This is a bit like Blue Peter. Well, unlike Blue Peter, they've got one they've provided.
Prepared earlier.
Yeah, we haven't got anything prepared earlier. So, right, you've got clean hands. I've just managed to get grubby ones. So they go on top of the mush,
Like that.
like that. And,
Then we build with these.
oh yes, we build up a little tower on the inside.
To get even pressage, I suppose. Oh,
Obviously, we would have many more apples on a proper thing. Oh, wait a minute. How are we... 'cause that's-
spindle.
Yeah. Because I don't think we're going to get that down. When that's down, you won't get that thing in, will you?
Oh yeah.
We might need more apples.
I think we need more apples.
Floor in the plan.
Don't.
Oh well, better go and pick some.
Yeah.
think that looks good.
Yeah. This ain't fiction, but it's definitely pulp.
God, blimey.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's thirsty work, this.
How long did it take you to think that joke up?
Oh, ages.
We've picked more apples, you've seen that, and we just took the lowest hanging fruit because we couldn't be bothered to get the ladder up because we're too excited to do it. We protected this from the rain, which is likely to come at any minute, and of course bugs and germs. So I'll bung that over here.
In a safe, clean space.
We have pulped up quite a few more, so in theory this should fill it up enough sufficiently to get the arm. That was the problem before. It was so low that the arm to twist would be down here. But we do have a tiny bit of juice in the bottom already. So,
Yay.
Julia.
So, Richard.
We've got to get that into there.
Into there. Right, if I hold it up.
Yeah,
You got clean hands this time?
I think so. Clean enough. This may not be the most hygienic.
Oh, you hold that.
You all right?
Do you know what? I think it was better when you held it. Big, strong man that you are.
Yeah, I've just bunged.
See, not so easy, is it?
No, but it feels nice. It feels
It
like
does.
going back to play school and playing with things. And there's even juice in the bottom of the smasher.
Yeah.
You can see all this. Right, I think that would be
That will have to
sufficient.
do, I think, for now.
And that's not level, so we've got to move that level. I'm going to chuck this lot away, that tiny bit, because it was all full of lumps.
Yeah.
I know
I'd have still consumed that.
we could have filtered it one more time. Right. So,
Right.
do you want to bung the
Yes, I'll
slats
come
on?
around. We're on this side. Right, let's try again and even it out a bit.
I think this time
Nice.
we have a fair chance.
One would hope so at this point. Ta-da! Ta-da! Reminds me of stacking the Essie with kindling.
Kindling. The Essie is my wood-burning stove, for those that may not know.
The Essie Ironheart. Love it. I really should have my hair tied back for food prep.
Yes.
We're not selling this stuff. This is for us.
And anyway, you may have noticed Julia's hair's changed colour since we last saw
Yeah,
her.
we'll be able to see where they are. Oh, look, it's already going.
Oh, there we go.
Amazing.
And that's
still the
just
spindle.
Yes.
Very satisfying sound. Under the circumstances.
I hope people don't suddenly want to nip to the loo now.
I would, right now, if you need to, because it's going to take a few minutes. Get into the barrel top. So we're at that point where we need to filter our first jug full, otherwise we've run out of vessels to put it in. So, cheesecloth over what would normally be our water filtered jug, but we have appropriated it temporarily. So, muslin cloth or cheesecloth, whatever you want to call it. Strain the apple juice through. Looks like it's doing all right. Lovely.
And then from there, what happens to it, Julia?
From there, we put it in bottles. Lovely. Marvellous.
One.
4
bottles from 1.5 of those small buckets
of apples, yeah.
of
Amazing.
apple juice.
That's
so,
amazing.
with a tiny bit left over. So we haven't actually tried any of this, have
No. So here's for our moment of truth.
we? We haven't got glasses. We've only got mugs, but
Yeah,
that would
just
be all
mugs.
right.
These ugly mugs.
These ugly mugs. So I
And
do.
we've got these to drink out of too.
Yes. So I do think the sediment will settle down and it will clear up a bit, but I don't think it's ever going to be crystal clear because it's apple juice, isn't it? It will always have
Indeed.
that sort of apple-y colour. But there's nothing wrong with that sediment because you would eat that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's not like it's fermented or anything.
No, it's not like it's actual dirt or anything. It's just
No.
particles of apple.
Well, that's a good little test. Shall we see what it's like?
Yeah. I'm
Cheers.
scared. I'm
I don't
scared.
know why you're scared. Go
It
for
might
it.
taste horrible.
That is
But it doesn't
lovely.
taste horrible, does it?
No, it tastes delicious.
It's a bit tart. Slightly.
Sharp, a little
oh,
bit
but
sharp.
it's so juicy. Well, juicy. It's juice. No, it's really good.
It's rich. It's quite gloopy. It's quite thick, isn't it? It's not like some of that apple juice that you buy in the shops. It's very thin. It's obviously been watered down.
I can taste the vitamin C in there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That is delicious.
Oh, yum.
Straight from the tree and mixed up and what have you in the process, I suppose, whole process, 20 minutes to get into here, something like that. If you were doing it regularly, you'd get that right down to a routine.
That is delicious. I mean, like I say, I can taste the vitamin C. My eyes keep going. You watch. Yeah, they go. But I'm not trying to do it.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Anyway, what have we learnt from that? We need more utensils. We need to be set up a little bit better.
A nice, big, clean work surface area.
Yeah. And of course, we're only just sort of getting onto the land and you know, it's very early days.
Finding our feet.
But the apples had to be picked and there's tons more.
Loads.
So they have to be done. So we need to, I mean, probably the best thing is to pick them, take them home, do this at home.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're
It's-
outside, we're trying to get this done before the rain, so we may have appeared a bit rushed.
Yeah. So yeah, it would just be much more relaxed and sterile at home, as opposed to here on the land.
So we now need more baskets to put the apples in, because
Yeah.
even that thing that we were squishing them in, we would need like 7 or 8 of those, because there's just so many, and a ton more bottles. But
I have a feeling we're going to be doing this for a few weeks. Furthermore, I don't mind.
it was great fun.
Delicious.
So yeah, that was a success. Although we had a few trials and tribulations, that was a success. Well done.
No, massive well done to you. To us. To you guys. For having faith.
And if you've got any apples, give it a go.
Yeah, totally.